What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We have a pretty action-packed day in store for us today. Kind of a little bit of everything today. So we have some things on the Dart we have to get done, and then we have some things, just a quick thing on the BMW we have to do. But it's gonna be a little bit all over the place today. So get your popcorn, sit down, enjoy. Now I have no idea how long this video is gonna be, but I know we have some stuff to do that we have to get done. And let me bring you through some of the stuff we got to do. So one of the first things we have to do is we need to get this floor in the Dart all figured out. So we have to cut the rest of this floor out to get it ready for the other floor pan to get put in, because guys, winter's coming up and it's project season. So we're gonna start to make some real big headway on this. We got to turn the heat on in the garage too, because it's getting pretty cold in here. So once we can start to get a little bit more time on our hands, we can start to really dive into the Dart and figure out what's up with it. Second thing on the agenda today, we are actually going to paint correct the Dart today, I think. So I want to sand it down to kind of get a baseline of what I have to do, because I can have the doors open and stuff today probably. I want to get this thing sanded mostly so that I don't have to do it in the winter and then I'm choking myself out in here. I also am waiting on a couple things for the motor, so it gives me a little bit of leeway time to get some of the small things, the little tedious things done around the Dart, because we just got a nice day today. So we're going to try to see this paint come back to life today. So that's the last thing. So that's one of the other things we got to do. Next thing we have to do, we have to get the Porsche started up today. It's been sitting outside a little bit. So then we have to get this thing started up, kind of go through this. We got to get a game plan for this car if we're going to trade it, if we're going to fix it, if we're going to sell it. So we got to get a game plan for this thing. Let me know what you guys would want to see with the Porsche down below. Obviously, I'm looking for a winter car. I want to put the BMW up this winter, and I want a single turbo it. That is always on our radar, but let me know what you guys think down below. What should we do with the 944? Should we fix it? Should we build it? Should we keep it? So let me know down below what you guys would like to see. Last thing we have to do, we have to get the BMW cleaned off, put back in the driveway. We have to put that Vano solenoid in it, because I've been having problems with the Vano solenoids in the front. So let's get this thing cleaned off, hold down the driveway, and get this thing taken care of first. Should be a pretty simple job. We just did within a couple days ago, so let's get this other one done. Okay, now that the BMW is down here, one thing that I also need to look at that I forgot about is the e-brake cable in this thing snapped the other day. Went to the gas station, put the e-brake up, clink, there it goes, e-brake cable snapped. So that's also one thing I have to look at in this thing. Is this one thing after another with these BMWs, but you know, you get what you pay for. And I didn't pay very much for this car, and it's been pretty good to me so far. So these little things, they're gonna happen, but we can fix them. So let's dive into this thing, get this Vano solenoid taken care of, and then we will look at the e-brake cable. Ah yes, me and the N54 meet once again. Alright, so this should be pretty simple. The Vano solenoid for the exhaust is on the bottom. So all we have to do, get in here, take the one off the bottom, put the other one in, hook the cable back up, and we should be good to go. So should be a pretty easy job. We've already done it once on the channel, so let's do it again. Alright, so just like before, pretty simple. 10 mil, it's on the bottom one, because the bottom one is the exhaust one. Try to get it in here. There's a lot of different lines around. It looks like I don't need this extension. Like I said, we've already done it one time. What would be really bad is if there's one bolt that holds these in, and if I lost it, it would not be good. So we're gonna try not to lose it. I was pulling one of the clips off to hold on the connectors, and that went to the bottom of the engine bay. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that back. It should hold in fine. I can zip tie it if I really need to. Okay, bingo, got it. Don't drop it, don't drop it. All right, boom. Cuts out, easy, little wrench, 10 millimeter. Also another thing you're gonna want for this is a towel, because there's gonna be oil all over these. So just, you don't need it, but it's nice to have, just so it's not so messy. Now that that's out, as you can see, the O-ring on this thing, if it'll focus, is absolutely gone. And these are probably original with the car, so It's good, just regular maintenance to just change these out. They're not crazy expensive. You can get them in different places, but you know, the happier the car, then the better your life. So let's throw this other one in and just get this thing over with. Brand new. That's in there pretty good, so now we can just kind of shimmy it. I just did exactly what I didn't want to do when I dropped the bolt down, so now I need to go get my magnet. Oh, great heavens! Got my little magnet hitter with the extendo patronum. Bingo, there it is. All right, let's try this again. All right, now we are home free. We can tighten this one down. Then we should be all good with these. Now we can move on to the more fun stuff. Now that's it, we should be all set. Like I said, easy job. Lost one of the clips to one of my connectors, but it should be all right. It's holding in there pretty good. So let's start this thing up and see if she's a little bit more happy. It's definitely running a little bit better. I cleared the code, so it'll take a little bit for it, but I just got a notification that my tune actually needs to be updated, so hopefully they figured something out. And I'm also going to take the burbles off this thing because I know it's really not that great for it. So I'm going to take those off because you can't really hear them in the first place unless you're on decel, and they're just really obnoxious anyway. So I'm going to take those off, reflash it, and then we can move on to some other stuff. But other than that, it's a job complete. Well, that tune took longer than I thought, but it's an update and hopefully it runs a little bit better. So now that that's done, we can actually go out and start the Porsche out, let that run for a little bit, because it's been on and off cold up here in the old North Country. So I need to go outside, let that run a little bit, and then we will come in here and start to work on the Dart. So let's go start that up, let it run for a little bit. The Porsche is such a good car. I really want to get this thing fixed. But boy, she's purring today. Purr, purr, purr. This thing's clean, dude. This thing is so clean other than the seat tear. But other than that, dude, pretty sweet. So let's go work in the dark. Okay, now that the Porsches ran for a little bit and it's all good, it's a beast of a car. Now we are going to cut the floor pan out of, or at least the rest of the floor pan out of this. We got Dano coming in, interrupting the clip. What are you doing? We're cleaning the truck. One of our dogs got crap, rolled in crap, and now it's all in the truck. So that's Dano's project for today. So clean up your crap, Dano.
Yes, yes.
Don't use all my product. All right, let's do this. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared that the seat's gonna catch on fire. I think I'm gonna take it out and then do this again. Okay, now that the seat has been removed, let's do it again. Make sure I'm not hitting any major components. Oh no, we're fine. Any fires in here? Nope, not yet. Okay. Alright, so we got that kind of taken out. Just gotta cut this front off. I don't have a grid angle on it, so we're just gonna keep kind of cutting away. That's gone. Probably really hot. I don't want to touch that. Try not to hit this frame rail. Ugh. Alright, well, it's a good thing I stopped where I did because there's a brake line that runs through here and that is still warm. But we got it pretty much good now. So now all I have to do is just go in, take this out, just cut this right here, and I may try to get over into this corner. And then we'll just clean up some of the edges and then we'll be all good to seal it up and put in the other floor pan. So let me just clean this up real quick. I won't film it, don't want to bore you guys, but we'll clean this up and then we'll get the other floor pan kind of mocked up. All right, so this is where we sit now. As you can see, kind of went in, cleaned it up a little bit. Still got some more cleaning up to do for sure, but this is a good spot now. Thankfully, I didn't hit anything very important, like a brake line or something. So now we can kind of mock in the other one and kind of get a glimpse of what's gonna look at. So let me move that thing up here real quick and see how it looks. All right, so obviously we're gonna need to do some trimming on the edges here and kind of on this outer side, but it fits in here pretty well, all things considered. As you can see, we got a lot of room on each side to play with, so if we need to cut any more out, we definitely can. But that is gonna fit in very nice. Once I kind of get it trimmed out, I have to trim this out a little bit on this side, and then we can kind of fit this in a little better. But that is gonna be good. So now we get kind of a sky view of what that looks like. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. We got our seat pulled out right now. That is a success. So we'll have to trim that a little bit, like I said, kind of get it to fit up a little bit better. But now I think, while my ears are still ringing from the grinder, I think we're gonna start tackling some of the wet sanding on this back part, because like I said before, we have we're waiting on a couple things for the motor. So, and I also have to reset timing, I believe, and I think I need to do spark plugs as well, because that could be one of the problems why it's not firing over. So I may throw all the new spark plugs in this thing just because I can. I have them. It's probably best I do it. I may pull the valve covers off. Just take a look, see if you got anything gunked up. But I think I'm gonna start tackling the wet sand on the back fenders, just so we can kind of get a glimpse, and we can, because we got time to burn right now. So actually what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start up here. As you can see, the hood looks pretty good, but that looks terrible. So let me grab some sandpaper. We'll shut this hood up real quick and we will get to work on this transformation. All right, so let me show you what we got going here. So what we have, 2 blocks, one's 1500, I think the other's 3000. All right, not 100% sure. I had the packaging, lost it, forgot what it was, but I know it's a high grip. All right, then we have some 1200 to kind of really get it down, because there's like a film over top of it. Then we'll hit it with the higher grits to kind of smooth it down. We got 3000 over here, we got 2000 right here, and then we have a little bit of soapy water just to wet sand it a little bit. But we are going to kind of hit various spots of the car right now. I'll probably time lapse through it, because you sitting here watching me sand it is really boring. So I'll time lapse through some of it, but some of the key spots I want to focus on, I will show you. Okay, so I've kind of sanded this down a little bit just because I had a little bit of time. So I sanded this down a little bit, but we have to also hit that with a higher grit. I sanded that with 1200, and then as you can see from the door, it's kind of faded. Up here on the side, obviously this is all gone. We can try to sand this down just a little bit. This here too, try to get some of this rust off. But as you can see here, like, this is all faded. Don't pay attention to that, we gotta fix that at a later date. But this is all faded back here. Then we come around this side. As you can see, this side has all of the like haze on it. So we're gonna hit this side really good. As you can see, this was started a while ago. Then the roof obviously needs it. But as you kind of come up here a little bit, as you can see, the top of this door is absolutely horrendous. Obviously we have these little marks and stuff in it, just in where it's faded, so you're not going to see much of those. But then obviously the finished product we want to be is close to this. This could be hit down a little bit more. This was polished, or this was buffed just one time lightly, so it'll be a little bit closer to that. We can definitely get that better. But then as you can see here, this is a smoother here. Transformation wise, I think we're going to see a big difference. Obviously we're at a later date. We're gonna have to sand this whole car down to bare metal and then spray it, primer it, whatever, do it from there. But this is just so I can get a baseline of how the paint is, and I can get a baseline of how the body is underneath. If I sand some spots down and I start to see some Bondo action, obviously it's all gonna have to be sanded all the way down, but we're gonna have to do that anyway at a later date. So right now I have some time, so I just wanna sand it down, see how the paint will look, because I think a lot of it will come back to its former glory. So let's dive right into it. It's gonna be long, it's gonna be tedious, but it's gonna be a really, really satisfying transformation. So let's dive right into it. All right, everyone, so it has been a little while, and this is where we're at. So we have this front little cowl, that's all sanded, and then this entire side has all been sanded. As you can see right now, it's kind of wet because I just wiped it off, but it is a pretty significant difference right now. Once this dries off, we are going to hit it with the polisher, the buffer, just with a cut and just with a wool pad, and we will see how it comes out. It's gonna take, this has been a long time. My forearms are absolutely cooked right now. Absolute cooked chicken. It's been a lot of sanding, but I think it'll look good when it's done. After this, we'll move back to the trunk. We'll get that. I think that, I know the black stripe right now, as you can see, right here it looks good because that was just sanded and wet. Right here it looks pretty terrible, but like as you can see, this trunk looks not good. So next we will move back here to the trunk. After we get that side polished up, we'll see how it looks. We'll move back here to the trunk and see if we can make a pretty big difference. So let's get the polisher fired up and buff that side. Today we're going to be using some of Griot's Complete Compound. Not a sponsor, but Griot's, if you're watching somehow and want to be a sponsor, I'd be honored. But this is what we're going to be using today. So we're going to dab this on a pad. We're going to hit the roof first, then we'll work our way down. So let's do it. Not too bad, not too bad. It could definitely be sanded more. I'm probably gonna have to do it. That was a light sand, and this is really pitted up here, but that looks pretty good, all things considered. So let's move on to the rest of the car, and then we'll see if we have to come back and sand it. Look at that. She is shining. Look at the difference there between like right here, where like spots like on the trunk and stuff. Right there. Like look at the difference. Wow. Now that, my friend, is purple. That's plum crazy purple. The other color is freaking crappy. So, all right. Let me stop freaking interrupting this. Let me get this done so we can show the final reveal. Let's do it. Boom! Look at this thing. Holy smokes. She is shining. I can look at it. I can see my reflection. Hello? Hello? That's crazy. It's not perfect, but it is a pretty big difference. This thing looks completely different. Pretty crazy. It'll look even better when the trunk is done. So we're gonna try, make sure I don't shut anything important back here. But look at that. So that's pretty promising. So we're gonna shut the trunk. It's, like I said, it's not perfect. It definitely could probably be sanded more. It definitely could probably be buffed more. But I've been hitting it pretty good. And it's making a pretty big difference. Like I said before, it's not permanent. This car probably is definitely gonna get repainted at some point. But right now, just seeing from what the paint went to what it is now, is pretty sick. But the big difference is when we get this trunk kinda all done. And then you'll be able to see the difference. We may even do a tape line. I'm gonna do a tape line just so you can see. So let me move to the trunk. Start sanding again. My shoulders and forearms are on fire, but we gotta get it done. So let's get this trunk taped up and we will sand her down. Let's do it. All right, let's give her a wipe. Fresh rag here. Oh yeah, she is iron. Even the stripe came back, which is kind of funny because all it is a vinyl sticker. But there was just like this film over top of everything. Like I said before, it could be sanded down a little bit more for sure. I don't know how much clear is on here, and I don't feel like busting right through it. But look at that. Looks pretty damn good. Hit that with some speed shine here in a minute. She'll look unreal. That chrome could be hit a little bit. Whoa! What a difference. Holy smokes. This is unbelievable. We call that a great success. All right, everyone. We got 90% of the car done. So, let's take a peek. As you can see, guys, that looks unbelievable. Unreal. Could be sanded down more, but like I said before, I don't know how much clear coat's on this and there's already enough spots. But just this little bit of sanding has completely changed what this has looked like. We do still have some other spots. We also have to take care of this back window. There's like a film over this back window. You can see they somehow scraped it off on that side, But this side, we're gonna have to do something. Maybe I'll spray something on that to take it off. We still do have to hit this other side a little bit. It's all sanded, we just have to buff it. But I'm sick of buffing today, so I'm going to save this for tomorrow. Am I gonna film it? Probably not, because I've already filmed all this buffing. You know, it gets boring. But other than that, it looks pretty freaking good. It looks real good. It looks better. There's kind of a film on this side, but it looks really good from this side. Nice and shiny. Completely changes the car, to be honest with you, kind of. So next step of this is, now that we have the floor pan in, we gotta trim that up, and then we can fit that in, and then I gotta get someone to tack weld that in, or if I can get a small welder, I'll tack weld that in. Then we can really start, once everything comes in for the motor, I had to order a couple of things here and there, and then we can finally get that squared away. But we are moving on this thing. And now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're getting into the winter season. So, especially up here, it's gonna be freezing cold. But thankfully, the garage is heated. So we'll be in here monkeying away. So that'll be nice. We can make some real big progress when that comes around. Other than that, this is where I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tune in to what we have going on. Let me know what you guys think about the Porsche, what we should do with that. I have trade offers coming in here and there, so it's always up in the air. Obviously, like I said in the last video, we're still trying to get a winter vehicle because I want to put the BMW up, as you saw. And I really want a single turbo that. If there's any N54 guys or 335 guys on here, let me know what your thoughts are on that. If you have any thoughts on kits and stuff for those, let me know. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. So this video is going out on this Tuesday. So next Tuesday, I will be on vacation. So I'm gonna try to get a video out that day. But if I don't, you know why. It's because I'm on vacation. I may actually try to film on vacation. Let me know. I'm actually going down to Florida to Miami. So if you guys want to see some content, maybe film a couple of the cars and stuff I see down there. If you guys want to see some of that, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to do my best. But other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned with the Dart build. Hit that like, subscribe button down below. Go follow us on our Instagram and our TikTok at Bullet Speed Garage. We're posting some more content there, and you get probably a little bit more behind the scenes with some of the other projects we have going on, with my projects, some of Nolan's projects, some of the other boys' projects. And yeah, we'll keep it moving, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.